Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel medium, a law of attraction expert. I love helping you hear what you need to hear, see what you need to see, feel what you need to feel so that you can, number one, get happy, get high vibe, right? Because we all want to be happy. And then help you take that next step in life so that you start going towards your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your manifestations. And then, of course, I love to help you build a plan that you actually enjoy to get there. So I always start the show with a general channeled message that way those of you who can't join live, you can always come back and get a message right in the beginning. And these are like a synchronistic kind of message. So if there's something you want to know, just put the rock of desire out there and say, I want to hear it in the general message. And for those of you who are able to join live, I do stay live for 30 minutes to go into some free mini reads for people. So I do this every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. After 30 minutes, I do ask for the encouraged amount of $20 super chats if you want to make sure that you get your personal read that specific day. So without further ado, let us dive into the general message for the day. It's about letting go. It's about breaking down. It's about breaking apart. It's about letting that old version of yourself go. And in that, there's always going to be a little bit of tumultuous change. Some people will be able to so focused on but here's what I'll now be able to do, and here's what I'll now be able to experience, that it does just kind of seem like that high vibe growth, the obvious next step. For many of you, why this was a little tumultuous, because what you're leaving behind is actually good. We always say the growth from yuck, crazy relationships, bosses who don't appreciate you, underpay you, to good, steady, consistent pay, a person who's respectful, is much easier than going from good to great. Because when there's good, there's means there's good things there that you liked, that you enjoyed, that you appreciated. So some of the good to the great, some of your focus will be on, but I'll be able to do this, I'll be able to do that. This will be fun, that will be enjoyable. Part of your brain is also on, oh, but I won't be able to do this anymore and I won't be able to enjoy that anymore. And well, what about that? Maybe they need me. So some of you are just a little afraid of letting go of the old. Yes, that does mean some things will fall to the wayside. Some of it, most of it, will just take on a new form. Say you had a friend that you were meeting to walk every morning, you have a baby. Now it's maybe she comes over every day to be with you while you pick up the baby from school and hangs out with you as you guys cook dinner. Sometimes these will take new forms. Can you be open to the new? Universe, show me what the new will look like. Show me how good it will be. Show me what it will feel like. Help my vibrations just vibrate and change at that level. Show me what it feels like to enjoy this journey more. Show me what it feels like to be at the most ease and peace I could possibly be at as I go through this shedding of the old. Can you please start guiding my eyes, my ears, my nose, all of my senses, my spiritual senses too, to the good? I'm ready to be more oriented towards the good because feeling good feels good, and I'd like to feel good. That's what this is about for me. I'd like to feel good. I do think that in the having of these things that I want, that I'll feel good. So I'm ready to feel good more of the time, if not all of the time. I'd like my eyes to be more pointed to the things that I enjoy, that things that bring me delight, things that bring me contentment, peace, happiness, because I'm ready to start feeling incredibly good about myself and the life around me, the things I have around me. I'm ready to calibrate more than I ever have been before to my own inner being, the part of me that is connected to source, the part of me that knows the high vibe thought, that is not only knows it, but is vibrating at the high vibe thought, the part of me that is seeing the good in everything around me, the part of me that has the clarity for, oh my God, I want to experience this next. Calibrating to that part of me that knows what my next step is to get what I want, awakening the fact. that I know. That's what we want to talk to many of you about today is the fact that you know what your next step is. You're just not taking it or doing it. Whew. That was a good message. Valentina, what's up? Hi, and you get first. Did you hear the full general? What's going on? You got the last few words of the message? All right, well, let's just pick it up. It was essentially a message about like shedding the old to step into the new. When you've worked with me, when you're going from yuck to good, it can feel that growth is easier than good to great. So it was just a little bit of a rampage to help you go from, hey, Leona, missed you yesterday. It was a little bit of a rampage to help you go from good to great to make that easier. So, but yeah, where are you at? Were you on Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember. What's going on? I asked the guy if he wanted to hang out. Oh, okay, okay, okay. What happened? Oh, Valentina. That's so. What are you guys gonna do? Oh, Leona, sorry you were sick. Are you feeling better today? Antoinette made it. Sip, sip. There was a pretty good rampage, Antoinette, that you might like. And the general message, obviously, the first minute of the show I just talked, so I think it was only like 3 minutes long. There's a good rampage in it, though. And he asked, when's a good time? So I was just pondering that. Valentina, how exciting is this? Get together and play some music. What instrument do you play? I know you sing. I didn't know you played an instrument. Yes, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad it was just a 24-hour tummy bug. I was thinking maybe Sunday. Yeah, what day is good for you? Learning guitar. What a fun little hangout, man. Valentina, are you proud of yourself? I am. I'm proud of you. That's a lot of growth. I've been studying for a year and also singing. Oh, wow. How cool is that? What does he play? Yeah, that was a big leap because I remember Spirit wasn't even very clear if he would say yes or not. It was just get in the vibe of it. Piano and guitar? Okay. Okay. So is the holdup then Valentina? That and guys, I'm gonna focus on Valentina's comments. I'm gonna try to be a little more focused on the shows. Is that Karina made it. Happy Friday. Um, is the holdup that I guess there's like two things I'm like slightly picking up on. One is just not allowing yourself to feel that full excitement. Two, what's the holdup in you feeling the full excitement of this? Because it's not like if you allow yourself to feel the full excitement of it, you're going to fall even more. Because all emotions are fleeting and passing, right? So if you got something good coming up, why just, oh, I'm just going to go to here so I don't fall as low. No matter what, you're going to fall back down to contentment, or if it doesn't work out, no matter what, you are going to dip down to, oh, I feel sad, I feel disappointed. But like the more that you're present in the moment, go like, oh, that was disappointing. That was sad. Yeah, I didn't want it to be fleeting. I wanted it to be longer term. You'll be done with it in like a minute and you'll be like, okay, universe, come on now, let's go. Um, so you might as well feel the full excitement when that good thing happens, right? Because that good thing only happens at this one point. You're either going to limit the emotions here or you're going to feel the full range of the excitement of it. And the other one is it looks like there's just a little bit of being in your head of wanting to make sure the time you pick is in alignment. Okay. Yeah, I got into the vibe of it and felt like what would be really fun for me is to get together and play some good music. Okay, good, good, good. Get to know each other while doing something fun. How fun. How fun. Yeah, I can see how I'm doing that. So the first one, which one do you want to talk about first? The allowing the excitement in all the way or the putting a little pressure to make sure the time you pick is in alignment? Okay, not allow myself to get too excited. Um, this is where you gotta like being mobile, you gotta let go that we're like not that man, how do I say this? Men do treat women differently, but the men who treat you extremely differently because of age or anything else, they're not really emotionally available people anyway. So you kind of got to let those go and recognize that at different ages, F boys just appear differently, but it has nothing to do with you, your age, your life experience, your life story. Because I was actually chatting with a guy and I did ask him about the age thing. And he just said, he's like, whoa, no, no, let that go. No, he's like, just no. And I was like, oh, like, okay. He's like, it's going to be different for every man. Every man. He's like, yes, there's an element of that's attractive. He's like, but some people aren't going to want to mess with the flakiness of a 20-year-old. Some aren't going to want to mess with the how much life skills they need to learn. He's like, look at me. I got two kids. I can't take on a third kid. Like I need a woman. Um, so it's the core like problem underneath that is your ability to focus on here's what I want and then trusting your discernment. Because when you're a kid, you got like parents and other people looking out for you to trust your discernment. But where you're go, oh, they want to start talking to you. Okay, hold on. I got distracted by a last comment. Um, Starting to get that thing about age. I've been listening to you talk about it and it's sinking in. Yeah, just like let that sink in. Cause like, you know what I mean? Like I met a little 20-year-old. Um, it was actually a really cool guy. Better than like the 40, 50-year-old men I've met. Um, And there was a part of my head that went to, what if he doesn't want something long term or serious? He just views me as like, oh, she's a cougar. She wants me because I'm a stud. Like, there's guys at every age that want you just for sex, you know? And no matter what, taking that leap of like physical intimacy is a risk. Every single time, it's gonna be a risk for the lady. We kinda can't get over that. The same thing that's a risk for a guy, if he goes and pursues you for 1, 2, 3 months, pays for all these beautiful dates, plan these things, and at the end you're like, "No, I'm just not feeling it." But you see why that's why some guys won't want 20-year-olds because 'cause they're like, "Oh my god, they're lost." They're like, don't even know what they want. And it's more about, are you at the vibration of being a wife? Like, are the thoughts and emotions that are available to you right now, "Oh my god, of course I want, like, a relationship. I wanna witness someone's life. I wanna cheer them on. I wanna be the first person that someone talks to with that excitement of their story of what happened during their day." And, oh my god, when there's a little kid running around and we're playing hide and seek when they're 2 and all they can really, because 'cause they're 2, all they can really do is hide in the bathtub and they giggle so loud so the other person knows where they are, and, like, oh, when they're 4 and we can play hide and seek better, planning little play dates and, oh my god, baking muffins with my kids and my kids' friends when they're younger, teaching them how to sing, how to play guitar, like, that sounds amazing. It's like it's getting into that, like, excitement, allowing yourself to feel excited, and it's really, like, once you're in the vibe of, like, "I'm a wife," the guy is gonna pop right in. The guy who's looking for a wife is gonna be like, "Yeah, me too. Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that vibe of being a partner. Sometimes I don't trust my discernment, that's the thing." Hey, so that's okay. I don't trust my discernment, so universe, I'm gonna embrace that it's step 6, that there's always a risk involved that you never really, really know. And I even told a guy recently, I was like, "I honestly can't tell if you're just a walking green flag or if you just have hella game." And he just laughed. So I was like, "Probably game." But for the first time in my life, normally I can like smell a man's game. I'm like, "You're just saying that because you want XYZ." And I was like, "If this is game, like it's really good game." Like, and like, we're not fragile little does anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you not, I'm not encouraging anyone to move fast in the physical intimacy. I'm just trying to like soothe you right now that like take the value back that you think a guy took from you. I guess I could just get to the chase. Meditate and which guy do you think took some value from you and just take that back. That's the only thing that's missing. Okay, you got that. Okay, so what was the let me read the comment because Spirit wanted to come in, but then not allow myself to get too excited. What was it, Spirit? Okay. Fine for now. Go on to the other topic. The other topic was, oh, making sure it's just in like 100% alignment. This is where you're embracing like the vibe of a long-term, life-term partner is like some of the times are gonna be magical, man. Like some of the times are gonna be magical. And then other times it's gonna be like, babe, you didn't text me back. It's embracing that. And it's embracing that the person's gonna have a learning curve too. Does that make sense, Valentina? Oh, and don't forget, guys, if you want a personal recorded video, I'm offering those right now. Uh-oh, it's freezing. Can you guys still hear me? I can't type a comment. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, looks like it's unfrozen now. Doesn't have to, if it's long term, it doesn't have to be perfect from the start. Karita's saying, is it's true? LOL. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, I got it. I'm embracing that. I've been feeling that a lot in my friendships as well and approaching them like that. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Okay, it's lagging, baby. Okay, I think it's probably better now. Um, okay, where were we at? There's just like a tiny bit there. Um, Nice, Antoinette. I've been seeing more and more driftwood. Most of my YouTube homepage is I am a wife affirmation videos. Because guys, it is like you're not manifesting like when you're in your 20s, you want dates and I want to go to those fancy dinners. I want those fancy bags. So you're in the vibe of that. So the guys that you attract in are that. Is there a little bit of getting used to that like princess treatment? Yes. But like guess what? I mean, if you guys are here, you're probably going through what I'm going through, which was oh my God, none of that shit matters. And guys, the ladies who actually did marry those guys in their 20s, when I meet them at like our age right now, almost 30s to 40s, they're like, yeah, look at this big fat rock ring I got on my finger. That's what I thought was important that indicated how much he loved me. Yeah, we divorced like 5 years ago. Or yeah, we're in the middle of a divorce. And I guess I thought that the dinners and the bags was what was important and made a relationship great. But once that like faded or once our kid was 12, I realized he sucks. The conversation sucks, so like and it's Yay, look at you guys. Yes, that's step 3. You're either receiving the end goal or you're receiving the signs along the way of getting there. Um, so when you're like kind of something happens around that 35-year-old mark where you're like, wait a second, I for one am not putting on a dress and makeup and heels and going on a first date to a fancy meal. It's like, homeboy, can the conversation at a coffee shop be good with you? Can we 15 minutes, can we go to the grocery store and have a good time? So it's like that's what's like keeping up to pace with who you really are. What is it that you really, really want now? And I can tell you, like, I don't want a big fat ring on my finger like I did in my 20s. This ring is good enough. Maybe a tiny bit bigger, but like, I mean, the big rings, dude, they hit dust, they chip all the time, they get in the way. And like, no, I'd rather a guy be like, babe, I just put a down payment on a house for us. Let's go live there. Than a bunch of money on a big fat ass ring that like only has resale value if someone else wants it and likes the style and likes the design. Um, I definitely receive signs. I have been getting gifts and invites from guys I may not see in a romantic way. I had to think about it. I think brought those in. Um, we might as well go out with them, Karina. You might as well just see. Hey, Leona, can you retype your questions for me? I would definitely wanna make sure I help you before we end today's show. I want a fat ring. Are you younger than 32, 33? I don't. I'm fucking over it. I like to be active. I wanna be going on hikes. I wanna be going, like, backpacking. You want a nice size ring? Alright, everyone chase your thing, boo things. Um, but I guess it's like okay, I'm gonna refocus on oh, interesting, Antoinette. So Valentina though, it's like an ego death. It's like a murdering of that picture perfect romantic knight in shining armor story. Um, there's an element of in your 20s, it's like easier to kind of experience that because I know you're thinking back on like, why didn't I just say yes to like any of those? Um, And it's easier for those guys to, like, bust out that Prince Charming kind of red carpet experience for you because it's like you're, like, bursting at the seams with the excitement. "What? I love flowers. What? Oh my god, I would love to go there." Like, just when you're talking, it's like it's this enthusiasm. Remember? You were like, "Oh my god, I love rugby. Oh, I love this. I love that. Oh, I would love flowers. Oh, that would be so romantic. Oh, that does excite me." And then what happens when you get older, you, like, shut that down a little bit. So a lot of this is, like, getting back into that excitement because think about it, if a guy actually wants a wife, does he want the girl who's, "Oh, I wanna go out to nice dinners. I want a Chanel bag." He might be like, "I could provide that, but are you gonna be wifey material?" Right? If you're like, "Oh, man, I really love spending the evenings cuddling and massaging each other." Man, like, "Oh, man, I really love making cashew flour muffins." Like, that is my funnest way to spend, my time. I love making those, like, healthy desserts. I mean, I get that it's dessert, so it can't be healthy, but, like, I wanna make the healthiest muffins I can, so I use cashew flour. And I like making cashew streusel and then throw in some, like, chia seeds on top just to get a little extra protein in there, right? The guy who's like, "What? I care about my protein and eating as healthy as I can. And with this woman, I could get a little bit of a dessert that has the least amount of sugar in it, but the best taste possible." Are oh my God, I just think it would be so fun to be like running around building pillow forts with the kids and like teaching them how to cook, like, and just creating those family traditions. Man who actually wants family is going to be, what? You want to create family traditions? He's like, "Well, what would like, well, I'd like to go out with you." Like, "Oh, well, okay, if you liked what I said, it probably means you're thinking the same. So what if we were to go grab um, a latte and go sit around the Christmas tree at the blah 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 setup?" Right? That's a family oriented date. It's so the discernment, Valentina and Leona. Are you still on? Um, so it's, can you allow yourself to get excited about what it is that you actually want to experience now, and then be willing to exude that. That's what this is about. In terms of the discernment, the little bit of the discernment issues coming up right now is because what you want now, you see how you, in theory, could have had what you wanted had you just said yes when you were younger. But in theory, because you don't actually know. So the discernment is, I think I could have had this when I was young, or why didn't I prioritize this when I was younger, when it was easier for me to be excited, when it was easier for me to be enthusiastic. That kind of came full circle. That came full circle, Valentina. Yeah, it's like it's literally just allowing yourself to, these are the things I want to enjoy next. Pillow fights with the kids. I want enough kids running around, whether they come from he has kids and I have 1 or 2, or I pop them all out miraculously and healthily, or it's we have 1 kid together and we have their friends over, but the sharing the recipes with other moms, going on walks with moms and hikes with their kids, and going on double dates with other families, and maybe having family sleepovers where the men go outside and chop some wood, and you know what I mean? It's like, let me get so all of it is about you being willing to get excited. Oh, I got time for one more person. I guess Leo. Hey, Squish made it. What's up, Squish? Squish, squish. Kids would love you, Squish. I got time for one more little mini read, guys. Actually, I might want to comment on Karina. No, I'm mid 40s. I haven't married before, but yes, I want more fun experiences and deeper connections. Okay, for you, honestly, when I feel into your energy, it feels like we gotta like let go of that ring. You're welcome, Valentina. I can't wait to hear your stories. Hey, I hope you have let go of it. If Sunday is what logistically works best for you, say Sunday. Sunday would work good for me. Because if you're in a peaceful contentment, like yeah, Sunday, that's in alignment. And it's also okay. You did the unconditional love phase with me in my course. It's also okay to be there and hang out with someone when they're maybe in a bad mood or not feeling good. That just because someone's in a bad mood or sad doesn't mean it wasn't in alignment for you guys to hang out. Maybe they needed your comforting energy. Maybe they needed that jam session with the guitar and he played piano. If you record it, I want to hear it, Valentina. Maybe he needed that to get his mind off of it, you know? Okay. So Karina, I want a partner, someone that could build something calm, comfortable, fun, and loving with. I've been married before, but yes, I want more fun experiences and deeper connections. So, guys, what I can share about that part is that, when I was in my 20s and those guys were the full on financial providers, they were always saying the super masculine guys were, well, I can hang out every Saturday. I'm like, what? No, I actually want a partner. I actually want to feel safe if there's a zombie apocalypse. If something breaks in the house, I want to know that you could like fix it that day. Like I have to literally take care of everything and I only get to see you on Saturdays. Like, sure, you pay for everything, great. I'll be able to hire people, I'll be able to everything. Like, I don't want to be alone. I want that best friend experience. Um, so Karina, are you still on? No one else wrote a general, so I'm gonna focus on you and your last comment. I want more fun experiences, deeper connections if you're still on. Okay, is this kind of making sense? So, if you were to get another fat ring, what would it mean to you? How would you feel? And for anyone who's still a little hung up on an ex, there tends to be an emotion in there. There's two things it could be, and it's going along with Karina. I'm going to focus on Karina when she comments. Um, but no, if it's him, it will feel special. Like, really just take some time to think about, like, no, because if he comes back around, it'll be special. It was so synchronistic how we met. It made me feel like blah, 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 blah. So it's recognizing, oh, special. So the person I end up with, I want it to feel special. Like we truly share a really cool connection. And there could also be how did you feel around that person? Well, I felt accepted. I'll just use me for an example. Like, not everyone likes tarot cards and channeling and like what I do. And so someone who's like, "No, no, no, like, I totally get it. Your income's gonna ebb and flow. Fine, you're gonna contribute, but I got the basics, don't worry." I'm like, "Damn, I felt so accepted, seen, safe, heard." So if you're hung up on an ex, it's like, "Oh, well, he accepted my tarot card reading. Oh, he actually believed in spirit the way that I did too." So go back and think about those. Like, one, there tends to be a hook of, if I don't get back with that person, I'll never experience that again. That tends to be a special feeling. Um, and then think about how that person made you feel. I felt self-accepted. I felt lovable. And so it's, universe, that's what I want to feel. I want to feel lovable. I want to feel self accepted. I want to feel like I can have someone along the journey as I grow and become a better person. It's okay that I'm not solid in this area yet. I'm willing to allow in a life partner who can be the witness to my journey of that area of my life getting better. Yeah, right, Karina. Oh, wow. Yeah. The hidden, right? All right, do you got one last little comment, Karina? If not, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this show today. Unless if you do want me to focus on you, now would be a great time to smash that super chat button. After we wrap with Karina, that will be today. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys, and even the people who are just watching, not saying hi. It's so much more fun when there's people here interacting. Oh, Karina, stop. Like, but don't, because I like paying my bills. But stop. So I'm loving it when you do it as angel numbers. Let me go look up 777 angel number. Not that I'm like a little spiritual dork or anything. Hey, and feel free to comment a little bit more, Karina. I'm just looking at the, okay, 777. Remind you that you are here at this time to spiritually evolve and do this by expressing the highest and best of yourself and embracing your unique abilities, whatever they may be, to be of service to others in both big and small ways. Recognize and acknowledge the highest and best parts of yourself and use your talents and traits to bring love, light, and healing to your own life and others. Angel number 777 indicates that you've listened to divine guidance and are now putting that wisdom to work in your life, and the time has come to reap the rewards for your hard work and efforts. You are being commended by the angels as your successes are inspiring, helping and teaching others by example. Know that your wishes are coming to fruition and your life is a direct result of your positive efforts. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You can expect more miracles to occur for both you, both large and small. Thank you, Karina. Let's see if I'm going to respond in enough time to actually write thank you. Okay. All right, guys. Well, beautiful show. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for being the sponsor of the show, Karina. It means the world to me that you guys show up, and like it. You mentioned something similar to my situation and thoughts. Oh wait, did you have any last little comments or questions, Karina? Oh, okay. It does feel, when I feel into your energy, Karina, it would be worth your time to, whatever situation or person you're thinking about in the past, it didn't all get unhooked with what I said. It was more like I gave you the map. Now you got to like go do it, or come back on Monday and I'll help you do it. Just remember, there's something like if I don't get them, like with them, it felt special. Okay, and the second one is with them. It that one's more about how they made you feel. Make sure to like unhook all of those, because it's like, oh, that is how I want. Then it'll be that moment of clarity. Step 5, law of attraction. Oh, that is how I want to feel. Like, it'd be worth time and energy for you to do that. But all right, love you all. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Even the people who commented, the people who didn't comment, and of course, as always, thank you for any donations to make this show possible and long standing, maybe lifelong standing. It's been fun. Have a good weekend, guys. Lots of love. See you Monday.